All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. But it's caught. Tompkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Lott. Found his target. It's Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give. This is Kamara. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Lott. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he gets it down to the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here we go on 4th. Rock. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Luck. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, fellas. 20. Right to the 3.
Play action. It's Newton. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Newton now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 61 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From the red zone now, Locke. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
We got 3. Hey, get right down. Get right there. Get right there. Get hit.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, get right down. Get right there. Get right there. Great.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Now a first down throw. Luck. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
12.
From the gun, here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A'Shawn Robinson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Meanwhile, over in Houston, and the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They go play action here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. Oh, a 360. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Third and 2, Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lynch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing on third down, Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Luck now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now Luck. Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So we've reached halftime here. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Newton. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the 50, Newton. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Newton to throw. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Here's a give to Fournette. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it, baby. Hey, alert 3. Let's rock now. Bring a sack. Come on.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Going for it all. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now Locke. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure this guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Right to the 3. Gun. Hey, get right down.
From his goal line here, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Hey. Get it.
A handoff to Fournette. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's rock now.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Hey. Sit. Do something.
On 3rd down, Newton. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Willie Henry in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Crowder now to return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back back now in Jacksonville. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Look at the spin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. Gano the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Gun.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Steps away to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Newton on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Leonard Fournette. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back to throw. Newton. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Stepping, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Dawson. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kyle Juszczyk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Operating from the gun. Newton incomplete. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And a short gain down to about the 33. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Newton. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure. And this is caught finally. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. 20! And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out come the Jags. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Newton. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Newton on first down. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.